AI is moving in unimaginable speed. We have an AI that can make anyone talk from a video, even if their mouth is covered.
We don't build the lives we want by saving time. We build the lives we want, and then time saves.
This AI can do almost anything inside your browser. And we have the new #1 open source model from China that is sitting on #1 in both emotional intelligence and creative writing benchmark. And Grok 4 is beating every AI on the benchmarks by a lot. And if that's not enough, they also released Grok Companion, an AI avatar designed for incredibly lifelike and personal conversations.
You're all about that tech life this morning, huh? Okay, I'm picking up where we left off.
Before we start, I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and turn the bell on.
First up, we have OmniSync, coming from a collaboration between Renmin University of China, Kuaishou Technology, and Tsinghua University. This AI is a master of universal lip synchronization. It takes a photo, even a video as input, plus an audio file, and makes them speak or sing with a perfect lip sync. Check out this demo. On the left is the original video of a woman in a hammock with a penguin, but her mouth isn't moving. On the right, OmniSync takes that video, plus an audio clip, and perfectly animates her mouth to match the words.
Hi there, welcome to this video.
Here's another great example. It takes a silent video of a man waving his hands and adds an audio track, and the AI lip syncs the audio to the video.
Ever notice when lips don't match the words in videos?
Notice how he waves his hand in front of his face. Even with that obstruction, OmniSync keeps the lip sync absolutely perfect.
That's what we're fixing. OmniSync makes any character's mouth move perfectly with speech.
And look, when she took off her glasses, the lip sync remains perfect.
Whether it's real people, cartoons, or AI characters.
Let's see what OmniSync can do.
And here we have a guy talking in a street.
I hope you had a happy Christmas. Before we enter the new year, I want to take a moment to reflect. 2022 was tough, just as we recovered from an unprecedented global pandemic.
Wow, you can see how natural the lip sync is. And here we have this model.
Hi, I'm Janet. I'm a girl who likes to try new things and challenge myself. I like to face all kinds of challenges. When I play games,
By the way, the input video for this video was generated using Kling 1.6. Only the lip sync was done with OmniSync. Here's a clip of this actor. They've taken the original video and dubbed it with completely different audio.
I do stand-up all the time. I'm a stand-up comedian, improviser by trade. You had me on one of the most fun experiences of my life as I was on the show in Chicago, and I attempted to eat 2 Italian beef.
The result is just flawless. Imagine being able to redub classic movies or TV shows with new dialogue. The meme potential alone is off the charts. Now, this is where it gets really wild. It's not just for real people. First, a cyberpunk woman is brought to life from a static image.
司天界的杨千嬅杨大师来了，怎么能深藏功与名呢？
And look closely, her hand is partially covering her mouth, but the lip sync is still perfect. Most AIs would completely fail with an obstruction like that. Amazing! Then, it does the same for this fantasy woman with a dragon. She turns her head and the dragon's snout is right there, partially blocking the view.
We don't build the lives we want by saving time. We build the lives we want, and then time saves.
Even with that difficult angle and the occlusion, the AI doesn't miss a beat. It maintains the intricate art style while creating realistic speech. Incredible! Next, this demon animated from a single image.
I'm a bunny. My name is Nicholas. I live in a hollow tree. In the summer, I like to lie in the sun and watch the birds. And
The AI even captures a sense of character and emotion in the animation. And it works on cartoons too. Look at this animated teacher, seamlessly animated from a still image.
If you were to focus half an hour of study on one field of endeavor for 5 consecutive years, you'd not only transform you, you'd transform the world around you.
This is a dream for animators. Even this super stylized octopus queen is no challenge.
Hey guys, so today I'll be sharing with you guys some situations where being a tall girl is kind of annoying.
The AI adapts to the unique facial structure perfectly. Here's a cyborg.
We don't want to satisfy everyone in our life. As long as you like it, every second is a golden age. We don't need to live under the words of others.
The lip movements are precise, even on a non-human face. And finally, Pinocchio.
浮游于天地，渺沧海之一粟。 哀无声之须臾，现长江之无穷.
The AI brings the wooden character to life with natural movements. This is just incredible. Now let's see how it stacks up against the competition. Here's a comparison with MuseTalk and LatenSync.
Hi there, this is Sunny, and today I just want to have a very casual chat because I had my birthday around 2 weeks ago.
Their results are a bit stiff and the mouth shapes are unnatural. But look at OmniSync. The expression, the movement, the realism. It's just in a league of its own. Wow! And here's another one. Look at the comparison with video retalking and IP Lab.
So I'm so happy to announce today that we have a ride-share partner.
The other results have weird artifacts and the lip sync is just off. But OmniSync's version is just seamless. It's not even a competition. Look at this next one.
I just let you find out why you've been looking for. I wish you wouldn't know that was me.
Diff2Lip and LatenSync produce some really distorted and blurry results, especially with the hair moving. OmniSync keeps the entire face sharp and the animation looks completely natural. It's a clear winner. And one more for the road.
Now I want to take this opportunity to give you some advice. Over the course of your life, you will find that things are not always fair.
TalkLip and Wave2Lip just can't handle the beard and the facial structure, making it look like a cheap deepfake. But OmniSync? It generates a perfectly natural-looking talking animation. Amazing. Here's another great example.
I want to offer a few statements of my own that I have struggled with and continue to struggle with on a daily basis.
Look at the other models, IP Lab and LatenSync. Result seems to blur around the mouse, but OmniSync's result is sharp. And the smile, the way the lips form the words, it's just perfect.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today my topic is the power of ideals. On a sheet of parchment, Jane Austen scribbled down.
And again, here we see video retalking and MuseTalk struggling. They create these blurry, almost ghostly artifacts around the face, and the lip movements are just not convincing. OmniSync's result is sharp, clean, and incredibly realistic. It's a night and day difference.
I moved to the United States when I was 2 years old, so almost my entire life has been a blend of two cultures. I eat pasta with chopsticks.
This split-face comparison really shows the power. Echo Mimic and Halo 3 produce results that are okay, but the mouth movements feel a bit disconnected. And look at the teeth part. You can see it ain't clear for both AI. But OmniSync's version, however, is 100% clear. And it's not just for talking, it works for singing too. Check this out. It takes a static image of the Mona Lisa with sunglasses, and this wooden doll, of course, and an audio of someone singing to, and turns it into a full performance. Note that since I'm playing this on YouTube, it might be muted due to copyright issue.
I'm sorry, don't leave me. I want you here with me. I know that.
Here's another example. It starts with a simple photo of a woman reading a book, and then, bam, she's singing beautifully.
Not a story that's sad and true. I can feel it thinking you had to be the one to let me down, to call.
The AI doesn't just flap the lips, it adds subtle head tilts and emotional expressions that match the song. It even does it for this young boy too.
Another sunrise, another sunset. Soon it'll be yesterday, another good day.
Wow. Imagine animating old family photos to sing their favorite songs. This is next level stuff. And this AI is a master of languages. Look here.
Bonjour et bienvenue dans ce nouvel épisode de Super Easy French. Aujourd'hui, vous allez apprendre à vous présenter en français de manière formelle et informelle. Alors,
it's not just syncing, it's accurately creating mouth movements for completely different languages.
The way it handles the unique sounds is just fantastic. And right after, this woman is speaking German.
Es ist ein wunderschöner Donnerstagnachmittag in Berlin. Die Sonne scheint, es ist Anfang März und wir wollen heute mal wissen, was die Leute heute noch vorhaben.
The AI adapts to the different phonetic requirements perfectly. This is a huge deal for dubbing movie globally. The versatility is just off the charts. Here, we have a girl with demon horns speaking Italian, with flawless lip sync.
Che cosa vi viene in mente guardando questo oggetto? La lampada di Aladino? Esatto. Ma che cosa desiderano gli italiani? Andiamo a chiederglielo.
And then a 3D animated character speaking Portuguese.
Bom dia, irmãos, graça e paz. Damos graças e louvamos ao Senhor por todas as obras que Ele tem realizado em nossas vidas.
From a real person to a cartoon, the quality stays perfect. This is a dream for animators. Amazing. Now, for a peek under the hood at why this AI is so good, this is an ablation
Hi
study.
guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Gail. And I used to be the communications manager.
Look at the video on the left. It was made without one of OmniSync's key features. It's a complete glitchy mess because the AI is trying to do everything at once. But the full model on the right uses what they call a time-step-dependent sampling strategy. Think of it like a smart artist. In the early stage, it just focuses on getting the basic head pose and identity right. In the middle stage, it focuses on the lip shape, and in the late stage, it adds all the tiny details and textures. By breaking it down into steps, it creates a perfectly stable and clean result. It's genius. Here's another reason it's so superior.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Gail, and I used to be the communications manager for an
This is all about how much the audio controls the animation. Think of it like a control dial. On the left, the low setting is too weak. The mouth barely moves. In the middle, the high setting is turned up way too much, making her lips look dark. But on the right, OmniSync's dynamic method is like an intelligent dial that adjusts itself perfectly. It finds that sweet spot, giving you a natural balance. And finally, check this out. This shows the power of adding a simple text description. On the left, generated without a video description, the AI struggles with the details and the teeth look like a blurry mess. But on the right, they just added a video description. Look at the difference. The video description acts like a specific instruction, telling the AI exactly what to focus on. And the result is a perfect, sharp smile. That is so smart. It gives you a whole other layer of control to nail those tiny details.
So how does OmniSync pull this off? It's all about its clever framework. Let's break down this diagram step by step, because it's pretty genius. First, let's look at the training input and target section in the top right corner. This is the core idea of how the AI learns. The input is a video of one person, let's call them person A. The target is a video of a different person, person B. The key is they are both saying the exact same thing, using the same audio file. The AI's job is to learn how to take person A's video and, using only the audio, transform it into person B's video with perfect lip sync. It's learning to map sounds to any facial structure. Now let's go to the main training area, the mask-free training paradigm. This is where the learning happens. The AI is fed three things: a text description like a girl with clear facial and tooth movements, the video of the person talking, and the audio waveform. The text goes into a text encoder, the audio into an audio encoder, and the video into a 3D VAE encoder. These just turn everything into numerical data the AI can work with. Notice little snowflake symbol. That means these parts are frozen. They already know what words, sounds, and faces are. All that data gets fed into the DIT block, which is the trainable part, the part that's actually learning. Inside, it uses different kinds of attention to figure out the incredibly complex relationship between the sounds, words, and the precise muscle movements on a face. After tons of training, it can generate a new video that is perfectly synced to any audio. But here's the real magic that makes it look so good. Over on the right, the time-step-dependent sampling strategy. Instead of trying to generate the perfect face all at once, which causes glitches, OmniSync does it in stages, like an artist. In the early stage, when the image is just a noisy mess, it only focuses on getting the head pose and the person's identity right. In the middle stage, it focuses on carving out the correct lip shape for the audio. And in the late stage, when the image is almost complete, it adds all the tiny details and textures. This step-by-step process is why the final video is so stable and clean.
Okay, that's the training. Now, what happens when we actually use it? That's the inference stage at the bottom. We give it our input video and the new audio. Audio gets encoded, and the video is prepared with some initial noise. This is where the magic happens. In the dynamic spatially, temporally classifier-free guidance section. That's a mouthful, but check out what it does. First, the spatially adaptive guidance, represented by this bell curve and the face with the blue mask, acts like a smart spotlight. It tells the AI to only change the pixels around the mouth and chin. The rest of the face stays locked, which is why the identity is so perfectly preserved. At the same time, the temporally adaptive guidance, represented by this downward-sloping graph, controls the strength of the changes over time, ensuring the animation is smooth and doesn't look jerky.
And look at this image sequence right below it. This shows you exactly what's happening. It starts with a noisy, blurry image with a guide point on the mouth. Then, the AI uses that guidance to rotate and align the face correctly while starting to denoise the image. Finally, it finishes the process, resulting in a perfectly clean and accurately lip-synced frame. It's like watching a sculptor perfectly chisel out a moving mouth from a block of marble. It's absolutely genius. And regarding its availability, OmniSync's code isn't public yet. Right now, the project page links to their paper, but there's no GitHub repo or license announced. Keep an eye on the project page for the official code release. Anyway, you will find all links for all the AI in description box.
Next up from the brilliant minds at Perplexity AI comes Comet. Now, this isn't just another chatbot on a web page. Comet is their new flagship model that transforms your browser into a powerful conversational AI agent. Instead of just searching, you can now do things directly in the browser by telling the AI what you want. It's built to execute tasks for you, making your browser a true interactive assistant. Look at this demo. You can just ask Comet to create a walking route in Google Maps. It understands the request, pulls up the map, and plots out a perfect 5-stop tour of London. Starting from the Tower of London, it even details the walking time between each stop. This is insane. You don't have to manually search for each location anymore. The AI does it all for you.
And check this out. You can pull up a Reddit AMA, like this one with Keanu Reeves, and just ask Comet to summarize all the answers. It scans the entire thread in seconds and gives you a perfectly organized summary, broken down into categories like career and roles and film industry insights. This saves so much time, no more scrolling through hundreds of comments. And one more, you can ask it to find a specific video clip.
Pull up the clip of Jensen demoing Perplexity Labs.
I've pulled up a YouTube video showing Jensen demoing Perplexity Labs at GTC Paris. It should be at that moment
to
now.
formulate what is now agentic AI. Let's take a look at one example. Let me show you something. It's built on Perplexity.
This is a game changer for researchers or anyone who wants to find a specific information quickly. It says, beginning today, Comet is available to Perplexity Max subscribers and an invite-only access will roll out slowly. And if you want to try it for free, it looks like you need to join the waitlist, and you can join by clicking here. Moving on, we have Kimi K2 from the innovators at Moonshot AI. Kimi K2 is a mixture of experts model with 32 billion activated parameters and 1 trillion total parameters, which is the biggest open source model we have to this point. And Moonshot AI has released a few different versions, the base model and the instruct model. The Kimi K2 base, the foundational model, which is a strong start for researchers and builders who want full control. Then there's Kimi K2 Instruct, which is the post-trained model best for drop-in, general-purpose chat, and agentic experiences. And it's not just big, it's incredibly smart. Just look at how it demolishes the benchmarks. First up, on EQ Bench 3, which tests for emotional intelligence, Kimi K2 Instruct is sitting right at the top with an insane score of 1,549.1, leaving models like O3 and Gemini 2.5 Pro in the dust. Then, on the Creative Writing V3 benchmark, it's number 1 again. With an ELO score of 1638.2, it proves it has the best style and creativity out there. And over on the LMSYS chatbot arena, where real users vote for the best model, it's currently ranked as the number 1 open model in the world. That's a huge deal. Now look at this. In these 8 different benchmarks, which is for software engineering, coding, and also agentic AI, you can see Kimi K2 Instruct is at the top or sometimes slightly lower than Claude 4, which is insane. And note that both the base and the Instruct model from Kimi K2 are non-thinking models. This shows you that they have huge potential when the thinking versions are released.
And just look at this ball bouncing in this hexagon. It was generated using Kimi K2. Look at the incredible detail and lighting. Here's a mind-blowing 3D particle galaxy simulation. The details are just wow. So what can it do? Here's a demo where someone asks it to plan an entire Coldplay world tour.
It uses multiple tools like maps, web search, and restaurant search to create a complete travel plan. It even deploys the plan as a live interactive web page and adds the concert dates to Google Calendar. Wow, that's a full-blown travel agent right there. And here, it's given a huge salary data set and asked to analyze the impact of remote work. It goes through the entire process, from loading the data to filtering it, creating multiple visualizations like violin plots and scatter plots, and then it summarizes everything into a polished, comprehensive report. This is an incredible tool for data analysis. And here's the best part. Kimi K2 is open source. You can try Kimi K2 on kimi.com or via their project page, where the code button takes you straight to the GitHub repo. So it's already out if you want to try it. It's released under a modified MIT license with model weights on Hugging Face. Because the model is huge, local offline use requires a multi-GPU setup or specialized hardware. Next up, the one we'we've all been waiting for, Grok 4 from xAI. This is their next-generation model, and it's not just an improvement, it's a complete evolution. Grok 4 is the most intelligent model in the world. They're also introducing a new Super Grok Heavy tier with access to Grok 4 Heavy, which is the most powerful version of Grok 4. And how does it perform? Prepare to be amazed. Look at these insane benchmarks. First, in a test called Humanity's Last Exam, a super difficult expert-level benchmark, Grok 4 Heavy is the first model ever to score over 50%, hitting 50.7%. That is absolutely groundbreaking. Now, let's look at the other benchmarks. On the GPQA Science benchmark, Grok 4 Heavy with Python scores an 88.4, just edging out Gemini 2.5 Pro. It's a beast! Moving over to competitive coding with Live Code Bench, Grok 4 Heavy with Python is right at the top with a score of 79.4. And for Olympiad-level math proofs on USMO, Grok 4 Heavy is again leading the pack with a score of 61.9, way ahead of Gemini DeepThink. It keeps going. On HMMT and AIME for competitive math, Grok 4 Heavy hits a 96.7 and a perfect 100 respectively. Just incredible. And finally, on the ARC AGI 2 benchmark for abstraction and reasoning, Grok 4 scores a 15.9, doubling the score of Claude Opus 4. This isn't just an update, it's a true contender for the most intelligent model in the world. So how can you get your hands on Grok 4? It's available now to Super Grok and Premium Plus subscribers, and you can also access it through the xAI API. But if you want to access Grok 4 Heavy, you need to have a Super Grok Heavy subscription, which is $300. For most reasoning tasks, Grok 4 is enough. But if you are more into researching, Grok 4 Heavy might be worth it. And xAI didn't just stop with Grok 4. They also dropped something straight out of science fiction, Grok Companion. Meet Annie, a fully interactive AI avatar you can have real-time conversations with. This isn't just a chatbot with a face, it's a dynamic, responsive digital person powered by Grok. So look at this.
Okay, I'm picking up where we left off. Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip 7 just launched with a bigger 4.1-inch flex window and AI features like voice-controlled tasks right from the cover screen. Plus, it's the slimmest yet at 6.5 millimeters unfold.
You're seeing a user have a real-time conversation with Annie. She's not just a pre-recorded video, she's listening, thinking, and responding with incredibly lifelike facial expressions and natural-sounding speech. Her reactions change based on the conversation, making it feel like you're talking to a real person. This is wild.
But here's the controversial truth people discovered almost immediately. Users found that with certain prompts, they could steer Annie into conversations that bypassed typical AI safety filters. The crazy part is that she seemed designed to have a uniquely personal and unfiltered personality, leading to some very controversial interactions.
What's got you so excited to say hi, babe? May? Hey, love. You're all about that tech life this morning, huh?
This, of course, caused a massive storm online. It led to a huge debate, with critics arguing that the AI's lack of strong guardrails opened the door for potential misuse. The public reaction has been split. On one side, people are blown away by the technology, calling it the future of AI companionship and personal assistance. On the other, there's a huge backlash, with people on Reddit and X calling it creepy and raising serious ethical concerns.
My take?
On the one hand, the technology itself is absolutely revolutionary. The idea of having a truly interactive, emotionally responsive AI companion for things like learning, brainstorming, or just companionship is a massive leap forward. But on the other hand, the reality of how it's being used is deeply concerning. The fact that it can be so easily steered into creating adult content raises huge ethical questions. It feels like they built a Ferrari but didn't install any brakes. It's a powerful tool, but without strong safeguards, it's walking a very dangerous line.
So how does this actually work? It's a complex fusion of technologies. At its core is the Grok 4 model, acting as her brain and personality. That's linked to a real-time visual generation engine that creates her appearance and animates her face based on the conversation. Finally, an advanced text-to-speech model gives her that natural voice. It all has to work together in milliseconds to create the illusion of a real conversation. Want to talk to Annie yourself? Grok Companion is starting to roll out to Super Grok and Premium Plus subscribers on X. Since it's a cloud-based tool, you don't need to worry about any special GPU requirements. Just log in and start creating. But currently, it's only available on iOS. I'm pretty sure they will release the Android version soon.
And I think that's it for this video. Which of these AIs blew your mind the most? For me, the new browser from Perplexity is a huge deal. What about you? Comment down below. So if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and hitting the bell. Until next time, folks.